Okay, so I just recorded this entire video and then realized that I'd clicked stop and it was like 4 seconds long. So I thought I was recording and didn't even kind of record. So I'm going to re-record it. And I wrote down all the questions because I had them in a Word document and I was trying to swipe back and forth, but it wouldn't let me, and that's why I stopped it. So I'm going to look down the whole time. But okay, we're doing TTC TAG. And I've already recorded this video once, but I re-watched it, and I don't know how I keep messing this up, but the lighting was super weird, so I was like, who is that Batman villain? Oh my god, it's gonna hit me. The one where he has half a face. I looked like that. It was ridiculous. Okay, so this is the TTC tag, and I just thought I would do it so that you guys have all this information, but it's in a more organized fashion. Yeah. So I'm just going to read the questions and I'll put them below. I actually saw this on Kendra's channel and I'll link her video, and I think she got it from Jenny. So there you go. My name is Alyssa. I'm 23. I'm married. My significant other's name is Tim and he is 24. Number 5. We have been trying to conceive. It's kind of complicated. We stopped protecting in December of last year. But over the winter and into the spring, we sort of every cycle amped it up. So about March is when I really was trying, when we really kind of, I was starting to temp and doing OPKs and all that. So I say March-ish, even though we were trying for a few months before that, but now knowing everything I know, we weren't really trying. It was kind of more of a lazy, if it happens type of thing. So, and then I only took us 2 cycles to conceive. It's in March and April. And then I carried a baby for 9 weeks. Baby only grew to 7. And I had a miscarriage in June. And then 2 cycles now trying to conceive our rainbow baby. So, number 6. What number child will this be? It'll be our first child, our second pregnancy. 7. Any medical issues that affect TTC? I think that my luteal phase might be an issue, or I might have a progesterone issue. I don't know for sure, not diagnosed. So, and no male fertility stuff as far as we know. Any infertility medications? Nope. I'm taking a prenatal, but that's it. So, do you use OPKs? How many do you keep in stock? I do use OPKs, and I keep a ton in stock. I've ordered I need to order more on Amazon. I only have 20 left, and so I'm super nervous, but hopefully I won't even need them, right? Okay. Number 10, are you crazy about taking pregnancy tests? Yes. When I got my BFP, I literally took 25 tests. I have this picture, and it's they're all spread out on the counter. I took 25 tests. A bunch of them were the cheap ones, but all the nice ones I had in stock too. How many tests do you really have? I have 8 nice tests. I have a couple of Clear Blue with Weeks, a couple of First Response, a couple of Target brand First Response. I have a lot. And then I have 30 cheap tests, because, they come with the OPKs, so it's, yeah. Okay, how many times a day do you test? Well, when I got BFNs, I only tested once in the morning, but once I got that positive, like I said, I just tested continuously. What is the earliest DPO you start testing? Well, I thought I was testing at probably 8 or 9 DPO, but it was probably more like 7 because I didn't realize how short my little phase was. Little. Do you live on YouTube watching pregnancy tests for the DPO you are? Yes, I do, and I live on YouTube just watching live pregnancy tests in general, and One Born Every Minute from the UK, and watching all of you ladies. I love YouTube. I love that it's this big world where we all just kind of live together and share in the existence. Oh. Okay, I'll stop being weird. That's not true. I'll never stop being weird. Okay. Anyways. Has your significant other threatened to hide all the tests in the house if you don't stop begging them to look at your Pete on stick? Yeah. But it was actually because it was after we got that BFP. I was so excited. So I was showing him tests every 20 minutes. He's like, you don't have to take one every time you pee. You're not going to not be pregnant within that 5 minutes or within that hour. So, but other than that, no, he gets excited too. Do you wait until you miss your period to test? No. Does anyone in your family or friends know your TTC? A lot of them know that we were and that we lost the baby. I think a lot of them just assume that we still are, and we're, like, I'm open about it if someone asks, like, oh, how are things going? Like, are you guys planning on having kids? Like, I'll just say, yeah, you know, we are. We've had some trouble, but we're trying. But I'm also not, like, posting about it on Facebook or whatever regularly. I'm open, but I'm not going to just, like, go out of my way to say it either. It's sort of private. It's like, I don't really want to know what's going on in your uterus unless you're, like, one of us, you know? Oh, that sounds so judgmental. I don't know. We're not hiding it, but we're not also broadcasting it. Maybe? Oh, whatever. Do you want a boy or a girl? I don't care. I want a happy and healthy little being. We like to play this game. If you watch Friends, you'll know what I'm talking about probably. Phoebe does it, where you clear your mind of everything, and then you say the first thing that comes to your mind. And we always joke and ask each other, like, boy or girl? Or, like, what name? And we've been saying girl a lot lately, but I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me. We felt like our first one was a girl. We didn't know. We didn't do any genetic testing, but yeah. I also thought it would be nice to have a boy first, because then your kids have older brothers, and I always liked having an older brother, but either way. How long will you try before you take a break or give up? Well, I think that the only time we would, like, give up trying to conceive would be if we exhausted all of our options. So if we tried IUIs and IVF and everything and we still weren't getting success, then maybe it would be time to move on to adoption. But we are so far from there that it's hard to even guess, because you just don't know. You know, and I don't think that that conceiving is going to be our issue. I really just think it's going to be getting a sticky bean. That'll be the problem for us, I think. So, and I don't know if that's better. I don't know. It's hard to say at this point. We haven't really had to discuss it very much. But as far as taking breaks, I think it's good once in a while to take a month off or a cycle off and recoup, you know, kind of get your footing under you. And we were talking about next month, maybe next cycle, taking the cycle off. We're going to be having a lot of transitions going on from the end of August to the end of September. Sort of that would be a cycle for me ish. And so it might be a good time for us to take 1 month and just kind of take a step back and, you know, have just a month where we don't have to think about, oh, how many DPO am I and stuff like that. But we'll see what happens. Okay, the last question. Is your significant other on the same page as far as TTC? He is. He's super supportive. He's like, I always call him my rock, and he always jokes that I'm a butterfly, and I like go fly around and get really tired, and then I need someplace, like, solid to land. He takes amazing care of me and is really, really supportive, and he is so excited to be a dad. He's really cute. He doesn't really like kids that much, like, in general. I think he's really scared of them, and he's really tall, and he has this ridiculous habit. It's ridiculous. Little kids love him, and they're, like, attracted to him like a moth to a flame. But he like, knees them in the face. It's happened, like, on more than one occasion where we were in Kohl's once, just shopping, and this little kid comes tearing towards him, just running at full speed, like, ha, like, screaming. He's probably 3. And my husband was trying to get out of his way, and the little kid turned, and they ended up, like, it was like knee to head. Like, he kneed this little kid in the head, totally unintentionally, and the mom was like, oh my god, like, because she saw it and knew that the kid had ran into him, but that's nothing to do with the question. Anyways, he loves kids in theory, but is really scared of them. But he always says that he's excited to meet our kid, and he likes to, he'll, like, pretend that the dog is a kid, and he'll, like, hold him. I hope our kid isn't this hairy, and I don't know. So yes, he's on the same page. So that's the TTC tag, and I hope you guys know us a little bit better, and I'm really fidgety today, aren't I? Yeah, so do the TTC tag too, so I can get to know you, and I hope you feel a little bit better informed.